what makes disabled people angry? The better question would be, what doesn't make them angry? What doesn't make us angry? We are probably the most annoyed community in the entire world. We whine a lot. We hate high kitchen cabinets, low kitchen cabinets, and deep kitchen cabinets. We hate sand, small pebbles, stones, rocks, mountains. We cannot stand uphill sidewalks, downhill sidewalks, slant cambered, the ones that are falling left to right, cobblestone ones. We hate those. And we also hate when the sidewalk ends with a curb. We also hate when there's no sidewalk at all. So we need to use the road instead. But we can't use the side of the road because of those, sewer manholes. Yeah, we hate it as well. We hate it when it's rainy, when it's snowy, when there's ice on the road. We also hate it when it's hot. Yeah, we do have an aversion to that. We hate the ramps. Yes, you heard it right. We hate it when it's too high. We hate it when it's too long. We hate it when it's too steep. We hate it when the handrails are too high or too low. We hate it when the handrails by the ramp are too wide or too narrow, or they are installed at all. We are annoyed by the people that are parking on the sidewalks. We are annoyed by the people leaving their carts in the middle of a shopping aisle. We are annoyed by people parking too close to us on a parking bay, on a disabled parking bay. And we are annoyed by other disabled parking in our bay. We always want to know if he has a right to park in that bay, you know what I mean? We feel antipathy to doorsteps, doors in general as well, even to those automatic ones, if they are not opening fully or opening too slow. And when we are inside, we hate carpets because of those fibers, they are making us go one way only. It's pushing us to one direction. You have to fight with it constantly. We hate linoleum because our tires are really squeaky on it. We even hate when it's clean, because if you mop the floor, our tires are squeaky as well. So we even hate wooden flooring, wooden panels, whatever. We hate overcrowded spaces, as we can't see anything because of the levels, We hate empty spaces as well, because if anything happens, there will be no one to help us with it. We hate when someone touches our wheelchair, and yet we need to be carried in so many scenarios. We do hate that we can't have a dog because we can't clean up after him, because it's on a loan, and we hate the loans as well. We also hate other dogs owners because sometimes they are not cleaning up after their dogs. We dislike when people stare, but we also dislike when people ignore us. Sometimes we even hate when people are trying to help us, and sometimes when they are not helping us at all. We even hate blind people for those, blind bumps that the road services are installing in front of a crossroads, in front of a zebra. It's just because it makes us have a brain concussion. Like on every crossroad, it makes our wheelchair a giant vibrator. Clothing, we hate it when it goes on the wheels with long sleeves or those baggy shirts. We hate the elevators when they are too narrow so we can't turn around in it, or when the doors are manual, or when you need to keep button pressed all the time in order to move up, or when they are being serviced, or when they are out of service. The same goes for those, stairs lifts, stair chairs, whatever they are. Those platforms that moving up on a handrail. They are so slow, I hate them. And you can't use those on your own. You need an assistant for it. So the kids don't play with it when they're out and about. You literally need to call and wait for an assistant. Getting down on a subway line takes, I swear, forever. And when it comes to subways, we hate those as well. Lots of those don't have an elevator at all. And the ones that do, they are routinely under the maintenance or out of service. We hate old European cities just for being old European cities with all their inaccessibility issues. We hate our friends and families for living in inaccessible houses or flats. We also hate meeting them in public because most of the restaurants or pubs in the world are inaccessible. Being disabled means that you are being Polish. You literally hate everything everywhere equally, and I'm disabled and Polish. That's double the amount of hatred. There's justified reason behind every example that I just named. You can find some of those in my previous videos. The sad reality is, it's not going to change anytime soon. It takes ages and it takes money. It changes slowly, but I feel like not fast enough for one generation to experience it fully. But it slowly does, and that's the reason for being happy. Just imagine, as a disabled in monkey times, you'd just fall off the branch or a tree that your family lives on, and boom, problem solved itself. As a disabled one in ancient times, in Sparta for example, they would just throw you off the cliff. They would solve the problems themselves, and you probably wouldn't like it. As a disabled in medieval times, bunch of guys in birds' masks would try bloodletting on you to heal your broken spine, and if that didn't work out, you would spend your average lifespan of 7 more years on the streets trying to avoid king's horses and maybe excrement from the castle to be thrown on your head. But today is fully different. A random taxpayer pays for your ramp to the museum and lifts inside. He also pays for a wheelchair, meds, carer, and for the hoist so you can get off the bed. In some countries he pays for your car as well, or for the new city bus so it's accessible for you. So you can, reach the restaurant in which the owner made the toilet accessible for you, and he built a ramp so you can get in and spend your benefits paid by the taxpayer for your own entertainment. A random person on the street will help you get back on a chair if you fall. The same random person will do your shopping if the lift in your block is under maintenance. Once again, random people from all over the world will send you money online without even knowing you if the only chance to save your leg is like $5 million treatment. Life is beautiful. The world that we live in right now as a disabled people, it's the best world ever. And it only gets better and better. Don't get me wrong, I will still call my episodes I hate some random city in the world. I will still whine about sidewalks condition, inaccessible subway stations, trams. I will brag about medical equipment prices, or how hard it is to mow the lawn or take the bins out. But deep inside, I'm grateful for what the world offers right now. It just doesn't show very often. You wouldn't watch an episode titled, "Look how perfectly they flushed the curb with the street level, with the tarmac." 10 minutes of it. No, you wouldn't watch it. Or maybe you would. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe those good news are selling as well. I will have to test it one day. But anyways, today's video comes to an end. I'd like to thank all of you for watching, for the views, for comments, likes, shares. Don't forget about those as well. Don't forget to visit my Patreons, GoFundMes, Buy Me a Coffees to support me. Don't forget to watch other videos, because as a New Year's resolution, I decided to post twice a week, 2 videos a week, one on a Sunday as usual, with some important subject, important topic that I wanted to talk about. And maybe somewhere midweek I'll post something not as crucial, vlog, maybe kind of a vlog from a wheelchair perspective, live from a wheelchair perspective. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and I'll see you next week.